Hi and welcome back to my channel, Self Love Yoga. Thank you so much for joining me again. Please, if you would just take a second to pause this video and click that subscribe button. I would really appreciate that. Also, if you like the video, if you just give it a thumbs up and a nice comment would be great too. So let's just begin now by sitting up nice and tall in our easy cross-legged seat. Just begin to connect in with our breath. Take in slow, long inhales and deep, slow exhales. And this energizing flow this morning is going to be quite fast-paced. We're just really working through the areas of the body as we move with our breath and just waking everything up. So one breath, one movement. So let's start by inhaling the arms up, looking between the thumbs. And as we exhale, we're going to take a twist. So left hand to right knee, right fingertips behind you. Sitting up tall on the inhale and on the exhale, twisting a little deeper. Inhaling the arms back up, then taking your left fingertips behind, right fingertips to left knee. We'll take a bit of a flow from here. So one breath, one movement. So inhaling the arms back up, exhaling twist. And inhaling the arms up, exhale to twist. Inhaling the arms up, palms meet at the top and draw hands to heart center. Inhale the arms up again. We're going to do eagle arms now. So crossing the left arm under the right, palms touch, and lifting the elbows up. If this is not accessible for you, wrapping your arms around each other like a big bear hug and squeezing to open up those shoulders. Wherever you are, squeezing your shoulders, drawing your forehead into your elbows if you're in eagle arms. Just broadening and opening through the shoulder blades. Exhale to release your arms out wide, and then we'll inhale our arms sweep up again. Exhale, bringing the elbows down in front of you and crossing the opposite arms. Drawing the elbows up and taking your forehead into the crook of your arm. Inhaling and exhaling nice and deep here. Taking a big breath in, and as we exhale, we're going to untwist the arms and coming to remove your block or cushion if you were sitting on one. Staying in a cross-legged seat though, we're going to place the hands behind you and just lift the hips up, opening up through the quads. Lowering back down. Stretch your left leg out in front of you, left toes flex back. The right sole of the foot is staying at left thigh. And you can take a block here as you draw your left forearm down beside your left thigh, and inhaling your right arm sweeps up and over, opening and pushing back with the right shoulder. Working into the right side body here. Taking your breath with you, feeling that lovely stretch on the right side. Exhale to release your right hand back behind you. Sweep your left arm up and coming into a modified wild thing as we lift our hips. Slowly drop your hips down. Remove your block. Taking your left leg back in front for easy seat again, cross-legged. Ensure that you're sitting into your sit bones, and as you inhale, you sit up, and as you exhale, walk those hands forward. Perhaps coming onto the forearms, perhaps your forehead touches the ground. Taking a breath here, and then begin to tent up on the fingers, one hand at a time. So you're rolling your shoulder back as you tent on your fingers. Again, we're just giving a little twist in the side body. Then settling back into stillness just for a beat. Perhaps you want to tent up on both fingertips of both hands now. Stretch through the back body and then begin to walk those hands back towards you. Setting up for a half butterfly on the other side. So taking your right leg out in front this time, right toes flex towards you. Left sole of foot is placed on your right thigh. Your right forearm is on the block and your left arm sweeps up and over as though it's going to touch your right toes. Inhale deep here, feeling the stretch down the left side body. And on your next exhale, sweeping that left arm down and back behind you. Pressing up, lifting up those hips as your right arm circles around and comes out behind you. Modified wild thing. Taking your hips back down to the ground, we'll remove the block and this time take your right shin in front of your left, opposite side. And again, sitting up nice and tall on the inhale. And as you exhale, walking those hands out in front of you, coming down onto the forearms. Perhaps your forehead meets the ground. Perhaps you're on your fingertips. Take whatever option is calling you today. When it feels good, begin to tent on the fingertips and circling your shoulder back one at a time. Just twisting in the side body again. Taking a breath here, nice and deep and slow. Finding your edge, tenting up on the fingertips, stretching through that back body as you walk the hands back towards the legs. And I'm inviting you now to take your tabletop position. So your wrists are stacked under your shoulders and knees are stacked underneath your hips. Tuck your toes when you arrive. I'm going to lift the knees just a tiny bit off of the mat to wake up the core. Take a nice inhale here, and as you exhale, lift those hips up high and back for your first downward dog. Pedal it out through the heels, shake the hips, do whatever you need to do to get comfy in this down dog today. Pressing into the fingertips, engaging in the lower belly. You can keep your knees deeply bent here. Our first downward dog of the day. Inhaling, exhaling. And as you inhale, bending the knees deeply and coming up onto the toes, stepping your way to the top of the mat. Forward fold as you arrive with a deep bend in the knees. Inhale for halfway lift, palms can come to shins or thighs. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms up overhead, coming up to Tadasana, mountain pose. Exhale, palms to heart center. Inhale, sweep the arms up again overhead, look between the thumbs, and exhale, folding forward over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale, fold. Stepping back with your right leg, lowering right knee to the ground and raising the arms up overhead for low lunge. Broadening through the shoulders here, perhaps bending at the elbows and lying your head back in this bend. Exhale, the palms come to frame the front foot and stepping the right foot back up to meet the left, forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift, flat back. Exhale to fold over the legs. Inhale, sweeping the arms up, root to rise. Exhale, palms to heart center. Inhale, arms sweep up, gaze looking between the thumbs, and exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold, and then stepping it back with the left leg, lowering left knee, coming into our low lunge. Taking a little back bend here if you wish, bending into those elbows. Inhaling and exhale, plant the palms, stepping back up into forward fold. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Stepping back with both legs this time into a plank. And as you exhale, dropping the knees to the mat and coming down with the torso in one straight line. Going to inhale now for baby cobra, elbows drawing back. Exhale, peeling the forehead back to the mat. And then making your way into a downward dog. Again, pedal the heels out if you need to, do whatever feels good here before settling into stillness for a breath. Inhale, bend the knees, stepping up to the top of the mat. Exhale, fold when you arrive. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale to fold. Rising on up with the arms coming into a chair as you inhale. Weight in the heels, sit deep. Exhale, bringing your palms to heart center in your chair. And as you inhale, hook that left elbow over the right thigh, taking your gaze over your right shoulder. Sit low. Inhaling the arms back up into chair, and exhale to fold forward over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Stepping back with the left leg, taking your right foot out to the edge of the mat, hands on the inside for our lizard lunge. Sweeping your right arm up and over, and then dropping the right arm back as you come onto the outside of both feet. Sweeping that arm back over for a lunge twist, taking both hands to the ground again, taking a few rocks in your lizard, before stepping that left leg up for Malasana squat, both feet on the outside of the mat. Sit deep in your squat here, elbows pressing knees out. As we inhale, we're going to stand up in our squat, and as we exhale, we're coming back down into Malasana. Inhale, shoot it up. Exhale, coming into your squat. Inhale, shoot it up. Exhale, squat. Inhale, power through the legs, shoot it up. Heel toe your feet in together now. And exhale to fold over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale to fold. Chair pose as you inhale, sit deep, weight in the heels. And as you exhale, draw palms to heart center. Inhale, hook that right elbow over the left thigh, looking over the left shoulder. Drawing the palms back to the chest, and then inhale, arms up by the ears, still in your chair, sit deep, and exhale to fold over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. And this time stepping back with the right leg, coming into our lizard. Left toes to the edge of the mat, hands on the inside. Rock it out here in lizard. And then keeping your right palm on the ground, sweep that left arm up for a lizard lunge. Coming onto the outside of both feet, drop that left arm back behind you, looking over your shoulder. Hips are drawing to the ground. Inhale, coming back up with the left arm for lizard lunge, and exhale, dropping hands to mat. Inhale, stepping the right foot up to the edge of the mat, coming into your squat. Inhale, standing up. Exhale, coming into squat. Inhale, shoot the arms up, stand up. Exhale, squat. Inhale, standing up. Exhale, squat. Inhale, standing, heel toe the feet back in, and exhale to fold over the legs, waking the body up here this morning. Inhale, halfway lift. Stepping back this time with the right leg again, we're coming into low lunge. Hands frame the foot, shining your heart forward and then walking around the legs, coming to face the long edge of the mat, sweeping your arms up, your toes are at 10 and 2, and as you exhale, lowering down into your goddess squat. Give a few pulses through the hips. Inhale, straighten the legs, straighten the arms, and exhale, coming back down to walk around, framing the right foot at the back of the mat, low lunge. Step your left foot up to meet your right, forward fold. Inhaling for half lift, exhaling to fold. Stepping back with the right leg, coming into your runner's lunge. Walking your hands around to face the long side of the mat, this time toes face inwards, halfway lift coming up on the fingers, and as you exhale, drawing the crown of your head towards the earth, forward fold. Keeping a micro bend here in the knees. Taking a breath here in your forward fold. Steadying the breath if its pace is too fast. Inhale for halfway lift and then begin to walk around to frame that right foot at the front of the mat. Stepping back now to downward dog on your exhale. Fast-paced movement this morning, getting us going on a Friday. We'll inhale now, raising the right leg up, and as you exhale, draw right knee into right elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee to nose, hug that knee in. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, right knee across to left elbow. Hug it in. Inhale, three-legged dog. And as you exhale, straight, widening that leg around to come into our lizard pose, so stepping it up beside the hands. Again, as we exhale, we're going to sweep our left arm up and over for a lunge twist. Lower the hand back to the ground, taking a beaten lizard, and then stepping up to the top of the mat in Malasana. Inhale, standing up to rise, heel toe your feet in, and exhale to forward fold over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, stepping it back to plank pose. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, cobra or upward dog now that you're warm. And exhale, downward facing dog. Beautiful, other side, sweeping your left leg up as you inhale, and as you exhale, left knee to left elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, knee to nose. Inhale, three-legged dog. Exhale, left knee crosses the body to right elbow. Inhale, three-legged dog. And exhale, release that foot around and up beside the hands for a lizard lunge. Sweeping your left arm up this time for a lunge twist. And exhale to plant both palms back on the mat and step it up into our Malasana. Inhaling to push through the feet and legs, standing up. Heel toe your feet back in towards each other. And exhale to dive forward over the legs. Inhale, halfway lift. And exhale, fold. Step it back into your plank pose. Exhale to chaturanga. And inhale baby cobra. Or big cobra if you want. Exhale, forehead to the mat. We're setting up for our Sphinx pose now. We're coming in to cool down a little. So your elbows are under your shoulders, pressing your pubic bone into the mat, pressing the tops of the feet in and broadening through the collarbones. Taking a breath here, drawing elbows back in towards the body. When you're ready, taking your left forearm across the body and drawing your right foot towards your right sit bone, reaching back to catch hold of it with your right arm. Nice quad stretch. Exhale to release and switch sides. Right forearm in front of the body, left arm reaches back to grab hold of left foot and draw it into the sit bones. Inhaling here deeply, and as you exhale, releasing the arm and the foot, making your way down onto your belly, interlacing your hands behind your back, drawing the shoulder blades back, and as you inhale, peeling your chest up off the mat, and as you exhale, your legs follow for boat pose. Inhale and exhale to release. Take your feet towards your sit bones and grab a hold of your ankles or your toes with your hands. Shoulders draw back, and as you inhale, lift everything up for bow pose. Your feet are drawing away as your hands pull them in closer. Exhale, release. Inhale for cobra. And exhale back into downward facing dog. Beautiful, well done. Taking a breath here, try and steady the pace. Inhaling into tabletop position and crossing the legs to come and sit behind your feet. Taking the soles of the feet to the mat now, we're going to slowly lower down onto our backs. And when you arrive on your back, just hug the knees into the chest, taking any small rocks of the lower back as you squeeze your knees in towards your chest. Taking a hold of the outside of the feet, if that's accessible, point the soles of the feet to the ceiling. You can also take a hold of the backs of the thighs and just take a little gentle rock on the back for happy baby. Squeeze the knees back in again as you exhale and take your arms out wide to a T, dropping the knees over to the right as your gaze turns to the left for a little supine twist. Taking a breath here. Inhale, the head comes back to neutral, knees draw back into the belly, and as you exhale, drop those knees over to the left and take your gaze to the right. Take a breath here. Inhale, your head and knees come back to neutral. Cross over the feet here and just take a hold of the feet with your hands. Just give a rock on the lower back. Change the cross of your feet, grabbing hold of your toes. Gently rock on the back again. And then take a hold of the knees with your hands and make circles with your knees, one way and then the opposite way, before releasing everything down to the mats, taking your legs long and your feet can fall out as wide as your mat, arms alongside the body with palms turned up. We're making our way to Shavasana now. We're just taking a short Shavasana today. If you have more time, please feel free to take a longer one. Feeling supported and held by the ground beneath you and releasing any hold of your breath that you may have had. Taking a deep inhale through the nose, opening the mouth and just letting it all go with a big sigh. Like I said, if you have more time today, please feel free to stay longer in your Shavasana. If not, making your way to an easy seat, joining our hands in prayer, bending our chin to chest. Thank you for practicing with me today. I hope you enjoyed this energizing morning flow. Namaste.